Good morning, students. Today we will know about the Mauryas and the Kushans. Mauryas. India's first empire was the Mauryan Empire. They ruled from Magadha. Chandragupta Maurya, Bindusara, and Ashoka are the important kings of this dynasty. This dynasty was established by Chandragupta Maurya. The name of Chandragupta Maurya was made eternal by recording it by Megasthenes, the Greek ambassador, in his book called Indica. Reference sources. Though the source materials are less, the available sources provided give us valuable information on the Mauryas. Following are the few sources. First, let us know about Megasthenes, and his book is called as Indica. Megasthenes was in India as ambassador of Greeks in the court of Chandragupta Maurya. He has recorded his experiences at Partaliputra, Mauryan Empire, in his book called Indica. Though the original book has remained untraced, later the Greek writers like Arrian and Diodorus, etc., refer to it to their works. Indica reveals the city administration, social and religious life of Mauryan period. So in that book called Indica, all the administration, the social religious life of the Mauryan period is written. Next we shall know about Kautilya, and he has written a book called Arthashastra. It is written by the teacher and the Prime Minister of Chandragupta Maurya, also known as Kautilya. He is also known as the Chanakya or Vishnu Gupta. Arthashastra is written in Sanskrit. It outlines the basic principles on administration, foreign affairs and judicial duties that the king ought to know. By reading this book, one can understand the politics, the economy and administration, social and other aspects of Mauryan period. So here in this paragraph we have to come to know that Kautilya's other names were Chanakya and one more name was Vishnu Gupta. Next is the Mudra Rakshasa. This is a Sanskrit play written by Vishakadatta. It tells or narrates the process of Chandragupta Maurya being brought into the power by Kautilya. Deepa Vamsha and Mahavamsha, these two are Sri Lankan literary works. They narrate the efforts of Ashoka to spread Buddhism in Sri Lanka. Next is about the inscriptions of Ashoka. Inscriptions are the authentic sources of information about Ashoka. They tell about the boundaries of Ashoka's empire, his efforts to spread the Dhamma and details of Kalinga battle. Now about Chandragupta Maurya. He founded the Mauryan Empire. Chandragupta came to power by dethroning the last king of Nanda dynasty under the guidance of his teacher Kautilya, and he was 25 years at that time. The northwest of India was ruled by the representative of Alexander, Seleucus Nicator, till Punjab. Chandragupta Maurya declared war against him and the battle ended in an agreement. According to the agreement, Seleucus handed over 4 territories that included today's Afghanistan and Balochistan to Chandragupta Maurya. Moreover, he married his daughter to him. With this, the Magadha Empire established a rule over a vast northwestern area. As per a Jain tradition, it is said that Chandragupta Maurya handed over his reign to his son Bindusara after accepting Jainism in his last days. It is said that he later travelled to Shravanabelagola in Karnataka along with Jain sages, Bhadrabahu and others. Finally, the tradition says that he undertook Shalekkhana Varta and passed away there itself. Now let us know about Emperor Ashoka. The most popular emperor of India, Ashoka, is from this dynasty. He was the son of Bindusara. He was the governor of Ujjain and Takshashila during his father's reign. He suppressed an uprising at Takshashila, and after the death of his father Bindusara, it is said that Ashoka had to kill all his 99 brothers to assume the throne. As per the Buddhist traditions, probably there was an internal war among the brothers for about 4 years. It is assumed that he ascended the throne in the year 269 BCE and he waged a war against Kalinga 8 years later. This was the only war waged by him after becoming a king. Buddhism and Ashoka. Ashoka accepted Buddhism after the Kalinga War. He made donations to the Buddhist monasteries and viharas. He prohibited the killing of animals and birds in his kingdom. Ashoka declared that all his citizens are his children. He declared that all should be loyal to their parents and respect their elders and gurus. He wanted people to show compassion to poor and slaves too. Live and let live, he said. He appointed the officers to preach the principles of Buddhism. He installed inscriptions all across the kingdom to preach the messages of Buddhism. Preachers were sent to other countries as well. So, this is about Buddhism, about Ashoka. Then, the inscriptions of Ashoka. Ashoka is called as the father of inscriptions. Till today, his inscriptions are the first inscriptions to be read. Ashoka's inscriptions for the first time. In all the inscriptions, instead of his name, he has written his name as Devanam Priya or Priya Darshini. So this is about Ashoka, and now about the Kushans. After the Greeks, it has been the Kushans who have influenced Indian history and culture. They gave special impetus to the spread of Buddhism. The Mahayana sect received greater encouragement under their patronage. Gandhara sculpture flourished during their time. The founder of this dynasty was Kujala Kadaphises. Bhima Kadaphises and Kanishka are the noteworthy kings of this dynasty. The Yuchis were basically tribals, and the Yuchi factions became united under the leadership of Kujala. He crossed the Hindu Kush range and settled in Kabul and Kashmir. And from then onwards, the Kushans minted mainly gold and copper coins. Kanishka came after the Bhima Kadaphises, and during his reign, the Kushan dynasty expanded greatly. He established his rule in 78th century and heralded a new era. This era is called the Shaka era. Thank you, students.